In today's class, we'll be learning how to hem a skirt vent, which is very easy to make. So the first thing you are going to do is to mark where you want your zipper to stop. So I want my zipper to stop here. So I'm going to start sewing from that point straight down till I get to this end. But before then, we need to finish the raw edge of the vent. So all you have to do is, the first way is to just overlock as I did and then fold in 1/2 inch, because that was the seam allowance I left. I've sewn that. I used the contrasting thread, so yeah, you can see what I sew in, so you can see that. So the next thing you are going to do now is to make sure right side are facing each other. Make sure everything matches well and pin it down. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to sew from this point where I want my zipper to stop all down, then cross it down here 1/2 inch. I've sewn it from where I want the zipper to stop right to this point. So the next thing is to just slit this open. So very close to that point. Don't cut through your seam. And you can open up, and then you just press this open. So this is the zipper region, and this is just this way. So with this line, I know where it should lay. So you can just use your pressing iron to just iron it this way so that it stays this way. Now the next thing you are going to do now is this. I'm going to just pin this down and then run a stitch from this now together with this panel. Okay, just start from this very point and sew it here. So you start from here and then finish up at this point. You are sewing it together. I've sewn it, and this is what it's going to look like. So you can see the seam on it. So I had to put a pin just to secure it. So this is what it looks like. So I want you to pay attention now. How do you finish the hem? Because you don't want to fold your seam allowance like this. No. So all you have to do now is this: bring out the vent, then you fold whatever seam allowance you left. If it is 1 inch, you fold it that way. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to go to the sewing machine, fold in the seam allowance I want, and then sew it this way on the crease. Just sew it straight down. Then you see what I will do. Can you see I've sewn it? I've folded the 1 inch seam allowance and then I've locked it now. This is the wrong side. So what I will now do is to now trim this off. So you can just trim about 3/4 inch, then you cut that off. So can you see, then this excess you can trim only for this one. This one is still intact here. Then bring this out. So on the right side, this is what you have. This is what you have, neatly formed, and on the wrong side, this is what it's going to look like. So you can see how well we finished that. So I'll just give it a good press. So the same thing we did here, you just fold this in, and then we finish up our skirts. Guys, I have ironed the hem. So what I did is this: I just use hemming glue, because in most cases I don't like seeing seam on the lower part of my trouser or my skirts. I just use hemming glue to glue it down. So I want you to see that was why I left this. So you just put it in between and then press it down. So this is how neat it looks. So that is how to finish your skirt vent. And on the right side, it just looks as beautiful. Can you see?